Here's the story you've probably heard about: the Great Depression. One bad day on Wall Street, stocks crashed and the entire world fell apart. That's a catchy headline, but it's not the whole truth. Let me hook you with this. The Great Depression wasn't one crisis. It was a chain reaction that fed on fear, policy mistakes, and a planet wired together by gold. First, the myth. Myth 1. The stock market crash alone caused the depression. Myth 2. It only hit the United States. Myth 3. The New Deal instantly fixed everything. Myth 4. Most people were jobless and helpless the entire time. Okay, let's bust that. Yes, the stock market crash in October 1929 was dramatic. People lost fortunes overnight, but millions didn't own stock. What really turned a crash into a catastrophe were bank failures and the money vanishing from the system. When frightened depositors lined up, banks collapsed. No FDIC yet, so savings evaporated. The Federal Reserve tightened money when credit was already scarce. That's like turning off the water during a fire. And this wasn't just American. The gold standard tied economies together. If one country's banks cracked, gold fled, and others had to raise rates to defend their currency, choking their own economies. Germany, Britain, Canada, Latin America, shockwaves everywhere. Only when countries ditched gold did recovery begin. The US did it in 1933, Britain in 1931. Then came the land itself turning against people. The Dust Bowl wasn't just bad weather. Overplowed prairies plus drought turned soil into airborne knives. Families packed what they could onto trucks, heading west on Route 66, chasing rumor and work. Did the New Deal fix it overnight? No. It stabilized the system. Bank holidays, deposit insurance, Glass-Steagall separating risky bets from savings. It put people to work. CCC planting trees, WPA building roads, bridges, schools. But unemployment stayed high through the 30s, easing and then spiking again in 1937 when spending was cut too soon. Full recovery came when wartime production flooded factories and paychecks. And about that image of universal despair, look closer. People hustled. They took part-time shifts, bartered eggs for repairs, grew victory gardens. Churches ran soup kitchens. Mutual aid societies kept neighbors afloat. Jazz still played. Movies sold hope for a nickel. Here's the real lesson I take away. Economies break when trust breaks. Bad policy can turn panic into policy failure. But smart guardrails, deposit insurance, central banks willing to act, social safety nets, turn disasters into downturns. So next time you hear the market crashed, we're doomed. Remember the longer story. It wasn't one bad day. It was a system that forgot how fragile confidence is and then relearned it the hard way. And the people? They endured, worked, organized, built. That's the part worth keeping.